Hey guys and girls. Oh, my voice. Excuse me. Hey guys and girls. How you guys and girls doing? This is a video I want to make. It's been a while. I haven't made a wingman video for a little while. I was just checking out the collision, but it wasn't really what I wanted it to be. But still, it's there. It's somewhat there. I'm just gonna position myself. It's somewhat there, but it's not really what I want. But I'm not gonna stress too much over that. I'm just gonna leave that alone. All of these have been, by the way, if someone knows a quick way to minimize all of these at once, please tell me in the comments, because I'm getting really annoyed. If there's some button up here which I haven't figured out yet, please let me know how to minimize all of these at once, because I'm so annoyed. I can't find any way to do it. Toggle header code breakpoint runs. Who the hell cares, dude? I'm so annoyed by that. But you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna close everything up. We have the button. We're gonna need to use button. We have stage. Probably not gonna use stage. Let's close everything but the button and the game and main. So just for now, let me just see how button works. So we have a bunch of buttons and we'll update them. We can check if they are, how they're pressed. So we'll update all the buttons, and then we can check each individual button if it's pressed or if it's not pressed. So that's a good way to keep it. It's a good way to have it. Is there a identifier on the button? That's actually really important to do. Now in Game Map Maker, I did make a button. I have some kind of a button update. Init buttons. I'm just gonna remove. Well, it does have a name. It does have a name. It has a text. Alright, so that's a good identifier for the button. And that's a really good identifier. Because we can check if the button is... So let me just do a get name from here. Let me just do a... Whoops. Oh, let me just do this. Let's do a cd string get name, and then we're just gonna return this text. So that's gonna be the text on it. Oh wait, it's the text. Alright, this text dot get string, I think. So we can do this. We can get the string. That'll be getting the name. So we'll do an inline std string get name. That way we can compare it. Is it the button that I'm pressing? Now I want some kind of button handler. So I'm thinking, how am I gonna do that? Can I make a button handler and then just add a bunch of buttons to it and just update the button handler? Alright, just update the button handler, let it work, and then through that try to check if any button is pressed. Alright, and then get a button back, and then see if that button is at that position. See if any button is pressed. Okay. So that will make the button pressed. If any button is pressed, it will return which button it was. I'm just thinking here out loud. Sorry, this video might be a little slow for you guys. Just think with me. If the button is pressed, it will return which button was pressed. And then we'll have some kind of switch case where, like, if this button is pressed, then we'll do this and this. You know, we don't need a goddamn thing for that. We don't need anything for that. Let me just see. Where's the... Okay, so we have buttons here. That's fine. We'll keep it there. Although I removed it, I'm just going to remove this because we don't need that right now. Or you know what I might do? Just do this. We don't need a button handler right now. We'll see if we add one later. But let's just do some stuff. Let me see. draw buttons. Alright, so we won't have any issue if we just do that. That's cool. Now I'm gonna open main menu because that's kind of what I want to work with. Let's open main menu. This is the main menu class. Main menu.h. So we're gonna be working with the menu here, and we're gonna have a bunch of buttons in here. So we have W button now, and I also want to include wingman.h. Alright, so we can use the array W button buttons. Okay, it's gonna be good. I want an enum here, static. I want an enum enum buttons, and we'll just go to hell. Okay, please, thank you. Alright, so enum, this is gonna be survival equals 0, and then we'll have regular equals 0, actually. Regular, normal mode, survival mode, btn. We'll call it btn. These are buttons. Okay, so main menu buttons, and then we'll go normal mode button. All right, so it's gonna be good. Survival mode button. We'll add more as we go, and I guess we'll give this the ID. Oh wait, can you give it an ID? That would be great. If you can give the button an ID, that would be really nice. So we have a int ID, and you have to create a button with an ID. Int ID. You have to create a button with an ID, and then let's just do that. Let's do an int ID, and then this ID equals ID. That's a bunch of IDs. That's good. Alright, that's really good. So that way it will have a unique ID. That's great. Now I don't want to be able to create a button with the same ID. So what if we create a well, we won't. We just won't. Alright, that's just the way we'll work. That's just, we'll give it an ID and we'll leave it alone. So that's good. That's good. So ID, boom, 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 good. Then in W button, let's just go ahead and make a little function in here, a inline. So inline int get ID, then return this ID. Bam! Easy life, easy life. Good. Main menu. So okay, survival mode button. Then we'll have exit btn. Alright, exit btn, survival mode button, and exit. So we'll have those for starters, and then we'll add more. We will add more. So that's good. That's good. Now we have update. Let's just do init update and then draw. So we will have a void update buttons. We will have a void update background. I guess we'll have some type of background later. So we'll have void init buttons, void initialize, just a regular initialize, and then a void init background. So this should be exciting, guys. I mean, we're gonna be making some straight up cool stuff here. So these are the accessors. This is the constructor. That's good. I don't want to see these. I want them to go to hell. Alright, so those are okay. We'll just leave them there because they're the most important things. No, this is W button. Excuse me. Straight up, excuse me. Main menu, update. So we'll start with the init. Then we will say, do all the tedious stuff here. Just like that. Copy paste the main menu part. Really important. This is how you do with classes. Remember. So we'll have init, and then update, and then draw. Bam. Then void draw buttons. Render target. Alright. Void draw background. Render target. Alright, so we have some kind of a little baseline here going. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add these as well. Update background. Cool. Sorry about this tediousness. It'll be over in a bit, this video, because 11 minutes going strong. But at least we'll have finished the first parts of this. Build up a nice framework. That's usually how I code. I like building a nice framework and then going from that, seeing what I want to do. So in init, what do we have here? We don't have any statics. We're gonna be doing some static stuff. Actually, I would want this at the top, just showing me all the buttons. But then it's not part of main menu. That's actually, I actually want it down here. Alright, so that's good. Every main menu is gonna have its own buttons. And yeah, that's okay. That's alright. That's alright. That's okay. Buttons. So in main menu, we don't really have anything but the buttons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do initialize like this. This initialize, just set up the framework, go through here, create buttons, then here we're gonna do this init background, this init buttons. Alright, because that's what we're gonna initialize. In update, we're gonna do this update background, this update buttons. Boom, easy life, easy good stuff. Draw, this draw background, this draw buttons. Alright, and we're gonna comment all this stuff out later. Or not comment it out, but comment it so we know what's going on. They're pretty self-explanatory, but draw the background, draw the buttons. Alright, we'll work with that later. So we're gonna need a for loop here. This buttons.size, and then we're gonna do this this buttons at position I dot draw target. Boom. So it'll take care of itself. Copy this into update buttons, and then update background, update buttons. So this will show us the order. Target. No, we won't need that. We'll say update. Alright, so it wants DT. So I'm gonna have to say update buttons. It's gonna need a const float DT. That's gonna give me DT in there. Update buttons and update background might need one too. DT and DT. Boom. Alright, so we're good. Excuse me? What? What's the update? Oh, mouse position. That's what it needs. So we're gonna have to do a mouse position in the main menu update. Vector 2f mpos and then mpos. Just send the mpos in right now. We don't need to send in DT. We'll send in mpos. And nice comment there. Thanks, bro. I like that. Let me just say mpos and then mpos. Cause oh no. Alright, update buttons and update. That's good. We'll shove that in there too. We'll have some kind of cool background effect going like in Destiny, right? So that'll be cool. mpos DT. mpos and DT. That's cool. We'll do that. And I think we're good. So mpos in everyone and mpos in all of these and DT as well. So we'll just send everything we want in there. That's good. Now as I create the buttons, I'll do that here, blah blah blah. We'll fix that in the next little video here. Initialize all. Init background. Init buttons. Okay, cool. So we'll end the video here. 17 minutes. We have a nice framework going. Just make sure you copy the code and follow me on this. As you guys might know, we're pretty far in the game. Lots of files, lots of code to do. But always remember, if you're having problems, go to the GitHub, compare your code, or just straight up copy it wherever you're having problems. If you have problems in this game, you can ask me, like people already do. It might be hard for me to debug your code because it's all kinds of different problems and it's a big game, but I'll do my best, right? So I'm here to help you guys. But thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Take care. Love you guys, girls. Yeah. All right. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.